Rules of exponents. These are the different rules that we use when we're multiplying or dividing any variables like bases that have different exponents in them. So these are the rules of those exponents. And there's 8 of them. If you're a person who likes to memorize them, these are all 8 just listed here, or you can write them down if you want. But I prefer to kind of explore how they're used, and I think that's a better way to learn than just memorizing these. So all that's really important to remember here is whenever we're multiplying or dividing like bases, we just add or subtract the exponents. This is saying multiply to write an expression that's equivalent. Anything with a like base, so like this x and this x, or this y and this y, when I multiply them, all I have to do is add the bases. So the -3 times the 6, that's going to give me -18. The x is the same base, but for the exponents, I'm just adding the 7 and then -2. That's going to give me 5. And same thing for the y's. So these are both y's. These are like bases. When I multiply them, I just add the exponents. This is -8. This one's an invisible 1. So that's going to give me -7. All right, you should also notice that when you have a negative exponent, that's going to flip it upside down in the fraction. So on top, I would have the -18x to the 5th, and the negative exponent that's going to invert that fraction. So that's going to put this on the bottom, y to the 7th. Now it's positive now that it's on the bottom. All right, let's do one more. So here, kind of the same thing. This is saying divide to write an expression that's equivalent to this. So the first thing I do is I can get rid of these parentheses by distributing this exponent, this 2. So 8 squared is 64. And then x to the 3rd to the 2, I'm raising a power to a power, so I multiply those. So this is going to be not 3 plus 2, this is going to be 3 times 2, which is 6. All right, on the bottom, I still have this 4x to the 14th, and I'm dividing. These are both x's, they're both like bases. So that just means that I can subtract the exponents. So 64 divided by 4 is 16. And then for the x, I'm doing 6 minus 14. I'm dividing, so I'm subtracting the exponents. 6 minus 14 is -8. Again, I've got this negative exponent. That means it's going to invert the fraction upside down. This is going to give me 16 over x to the 8th. So notice that when it went to the bottom, that's what that negative sign meant. So I took it away. I just inverted it to the bottom. All right, here's one that's a little bit simpler. So I'm going to, again, multiply to write an expression that's equivalent to this. And I'm going to start by looking at the x's, the like bases. So x to the 2 times x to the 3rd, I just add those together. I get x to the 5th. And same thing for the y's. These are both like bases, y and y. So I just add these exponents. -4 plus 2, that's going to be y to the -2 power. So when I go to write my final answer, the x to the 5th will be on top. This negative exponent is going to flip to the bottom, y to the 2.